Hi, like I said yesterday, I was able to buy all my materials for the week from Dollar Tree, and I worked on the sketch. I will place it here, and then this was the inspiration. I believe the inspiration used like real ribbon or some form of bias tape fabric to create this design, but instead of using like actual fabric materials, we're going to be utilizing curling ribbon this week because this week is heavily inspired by Project Runway and the unconventional materials challenge. I cannot think of what else to call it, so that's why this week's episode is titled For a Dollar, in parentheses 25 cents, because everything I bought was from the dollar store and it's not your typical store that you would go to buy essentials for like sewing projects, if that makes sense. It has now been 3 hours and I'm like a little bit over halfway done. Okay, so I quickly draped my top, and when I say quickly, I mean it literally took me 5 minutes because I just did this one side and then I cut out the back literally to just be a square panel. And then I sewed that together so I could get how it looks on me, and then I had my mom help me take it up so it fits better. So I'm going to seam rip everything that I did, and then I'm going to take this pattern and put it onto my assembled like placemat is what I'm calling it at the moment because it looks like a placemat. But I'm essentially just going to treat this like fabric, and then I'm going to place this over top of it, and I'm going to cut it out, and then we're going to assemble it together. I did have a video of me draping, however I had better draping videos in the past and I'm in a storage battle again, so. Okay, so this is like the actual speed of my time lapse, and it like kills me because it just looks so funny to watch. But essentially this is me just taking in what I need to for the top to be able to fit my bust the way it should. And this is me doing math. I grew up as a math forward student, and this is where it shines through, is in like pattern making and like making altering decisions. And so now I'm just seam ripping everything and then placing it on my placemat to then cut out. And then over here I basically just based the weaving that I did to my actual fabric so that everything is in place, and then I went ahead and sewed everything together as far as like side seams, and then as well as those bust starts. And as you can see, we are moving on to the skirt. I just laid down a piece of tape that was wide enough to match up with the bottom of the bust panel that we just worked on. And now I am just layering a bunch of curling ribbon. I did about pretty much the same length, but I just made sure I added in a plethora of layers to hopefully cover a majority of the underskirt. This is the bottom half. I feel like a jellyfish. This is like everything a celebration dress needs to be, like genuinely. And here are my pearls. I had these pearls for, the last time I did it in general was for my collection. So reminiscing on that. So I might add like pearl strands up here. I honestly might leave it strapless because it actually is holding up pretty well. But I think, girl, oh, that either bent or unbent. So yeah, I really like this. I think it's cute. This top took me a lot longer than I was expected. Like probably 2 to 3 hours longer than expected, but I really should have considered that because this ribbon is tiny and the ribbon in my Insta picture is literally, I think, 4 times the size of this. So I don't know why I was like, oh yeah, I'll get it done in like 5 days, in an hour. But it's okay. I really like how it turned out. It's mainly primary colors, except there's pink because there wasn't plain yellow ribbon. Alright, check in. I am almost done. The only thing I have left to do is add these straps, as well as I think I'm gonna cut like the liner hem just about, I think by like 2 inches because it's just a tad bit too long. Week 3 is done. It's done. Ending video this week, so you guys are in luck. We have been testing out different photograph locations because upstairs is just not cutting it, unfortunately. The lighting's just bad. I probably need to get like actual like photography light stuff if I want to continue shooting up there. But from here on out, we're probably just gonna hope for good weather because I think the pictures we took today were pretty good. But yeah, this is the final garment. I used the whole like outer layer is all curling ribbon and thread. Well, curling ribbon and baker's thread, baker's twine, whatever. And then these pearls are from my bridal collection that I sewed 2 semesters ago. And yeah, so I was able to reuse some stuff. And then other than that, I just used the liner as white fabric because I needed something to cover my body because I could not be going out of the house without it. So this is her. I really do like it, honestly. I like this a lot. I like that it's very like eclectic, bright, shiny, along with like the streamers at the bottom. Very much fit for a birthday party. It's giving like birthday diva streamer fiasco. And I keep feeling things on me. But that's okay. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this week. We have officially 9 more to go, and I'm very excited. I have a lot of different things coming up that I'm excited for. I'm going to be working with 2 other people coming up. So yeah, week 3 done, 9 more to go.